A crazy one. Bonnie Godiva and Coffee Brown just went down. First of all, y'all look amazing.
Thank you.
One of the things I want to say, shout out to Battle Truth. Me and him feel like this. Y'all keep
I love Battle Truth.
I already know,
Shout out
man.
Battle Truth.
Shout out Battle Truth. So listen.
Niggas don't want to shout this nigga out, but this is the funny blogger, maybe in life. Salute the Battle Truth, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This nigga is one of the funniest niggas on the face of the earth.
This up. Okay, Battle Truth on YouTube. You are one of my official go-to sources. As you know, I'm still involved in battle rap behind the scenes.
No,
Yes.
hold on. We got he's the man. I fuck with him.
Battle Truth? Yeah,
I think he's dope.
You know, it's crazy. I just started watching him. Like, I just started watching like the last 6 months, but I'm like, yo, he know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like, he's funny.
He does know what he's talking about.
And we kind of need that.
Yeah.
But
he's hilarious. Battle Truth.
He's wild hilarious. He's also got his own thing. You feel what I'm
He's
saying?
mad funny.
You know what I mean? So
But
like,
with him though, another thing with him, like, and I'm not talking bad about him. I respect him. I like him. I watch his channel. I watch
like a
him.
judge and shit.
Yeah, I go to his channel. I can say myself before I go to anything else.
You go to Battle Truth first?
I go to Battle Truth first. I'm being honest.
That's crazy.
I want to see what he talk about, how he's saying it. But
Sources all, because I don't see him at battles. I don't know if he goes to battles. So he gets sources somewhere.
that nigga's a legend, man. He don't
You know
need to go
what
to
I'm
battles.
saying?
He's just a legend.
I don't even know where he lives. Where does he live?
I don't know,
Nobody knows
man. I
nothing.
don't know. I think Milwaukee. That nigga ill, so he's a legend. He just don't give a fuck. That nigga's in a judge outfit, nigga.
Yeah.
And he yells, no. Nigga blacked out. I saw shit today.
Welcome to Battle Truth.
Greetings from Battle. The truth and my perspective. Oh no, I'm not a hater. I could only provide you with the information contained in these documents. Additionally, since we have no business dealings, the court isn't very concerned with your sentiments. I am your presiding judge chairman, the Honorable Malachi Merilith, and representative of the United Front. You are my jury and witnesses. The court is now in session, so you may sit down. Let's get started. Oh, I see. I know Remy won't enjoy this one. Claressa Shields chose to discuss her and Papoose sexual connection and how it relates to her boxing as she was acting out their love life during an interview. Let's listen then.
You know what I'm saying? But most of me and Pap days have been very, very good, and it'll be a year very soon. So we'll be celebrating our year publicly with you guys.
Okay.
And then everybody can celebrate that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you do on them times where you're training? You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure when you train, you have to abstain from certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How does
In sex, certain things mean he is only attempting to be clean.
It is no secret that I have to sustain from sex for 4 to 6 weeks before my fight. It is no secret that I have to sustain from sex for 4 to 6 weeks before my fight.
All right, so when she says that it's not a secret, she means that one of her superstitions is to refrain from having sex for 4 to 6 weeks before her battle. For example, many sportsmen have superstitions about Michael Jordan's heels. He would wear his University of North Carolina shorts beneath his bull shorts. He didn't enjoy playing without them. It seems like they follow certain rituals or superstitions to prepare themselves for success. Hers is when she's going to play a match. Actually, I simply wanted to open it up, so I'm going to let her say what she wants to say. Watch this, then. And let's go to the point where you ask her the question once more. All right, let's get started.
you know what I'm saying? How does Pap take that? You know what I'm saying?
It is no secret that I have to sustain from sex for 4 to 6 weeks before my fight. And Pap handles it very well. I think my last fight in February, it was the first time for him. So he just stayed away from me. I was like, when are you coming to Atlanta? He was like, baby, I cannot come to Atlanta. Why? He's like, good, you can't. I'm like, so you telling me this, you can't come to camp. But I mean, when you're that physically attracted to somebody, I get it. But I think now he's more used to it now. Yeah. So maybe he'll be able to come to camp and it won't be so tempting.
All right, let's take a moment to go back and review some of this. The man asks because he knows her, he's interviewing her, and he researched the history of her superstitions. It's not a secret that I abstained from sex 4 to 6 weeks prior to a fight, and Pap doesn't really like to come around me during that time. I'm like, hey, why do you know? It's like, no, baby, I can't because you can't. She says, what? Because I can't have sex with you? You can't come around like that. You know when you train and you have to abide by certain rules? How does Pap feel about that? She continued by stating their physical attraction. They are so physically attracted to each other. However, she added that he's okay now since he's adjusting to it. As I was covering this, a few people were in the comments because I was reading them because I have a lot of new fans. And I wanted the ladies to feel at ease and relaxed because, as you know, they are my anchors. However, some guys were in the comments saying things like, you know, they're having sex, but you don't know if they're having sex. I was like, bro, you sound crazy. Like, bro, they're having sex. Okay, but guys be though. So they're like, you don't know that they haven't come out and said it. All right, but we were aware of it anyway. You'll hear individuals say things like, she made this statement, right? When she made this statement, she makes this claim in a statement.
I've seen people love me and Pap together. Listen, I love me and Pap together. Pap love me and him together. It's a few people that's kind of like stuck in the past, but that don't have nothing to do with us.
All right. You can see that people adore seeing us together makes me adore Pap and me. And Pap loves me and him. When expressing oneself, you must comprehend and read between the lines of what that implies. Particularly in this day and age, when people say things like, I love Pap, Pap love. For them, love is characterized by the sexual chemistry that they have among one another, which is often what individuals mean by such things. Because of your knowledge of the past, you are also able to speak for the other person. Relationship you two have with each other and your private activities. Let's be honest, guys, especially when we realize that when you're not tapped in, you truly have an idea of what love is, but you don't know who God is, instead of what love actually is, since the Bible says that God is love and love is God. Those who do not believe in God are unaware of this and cannot comprehend it. Thus, there the concept of love is predicated on emotional type sexual interactions through which they determine what love is. If they weren't having sex, would she still be in love with him? Would he be in if she wasn't in love with him and he wasn't having sex? Like, come on. Let's just to be honest though. That's how people determine their love depending on when they are intimate. They are attracted to one another. Thus, she is, making it quite evident in this. He enjoys having frequent intercourse with me. He doesn't want to be around me while I'm fighting because he can't have sex with me that way. When I'm not around, he frequently does it. Do you see that female-faced guy? You see? Man. Alright? The chick is glowing like a Christmas tree when she is around him. Be illuminated like a Christmas tree. Alright? Even though she is 30. They claim that Papoose is 47. An older man has an edge when it comes to dealing with a younger lady who, if she isn't interacting with others her own age, dealing with an older person if he is mature. And his actions show that he has an edge in terms of making love because most young men are only mediocre at it. And maintaining score, they just maintain score and do it quickly. What I mean is, you know, they're only maintaining a body count, not a score. In other words, they have a body count, such as I had her, I hit her, and I hit, which indicates that, for the most part, they don't regard cherish or admire intimacy and genuine lovemaking while interacting with women. They are just once more maintaining score and, for the most part, finishing it while having fun themselves, particularly when interacting with an elderly individual who understands, is older, and is accustomed to having sex. The significance of closeness, who truly understands what patience is and how it affects the process of making love. Where kissing, caressing, and talking are done, and instead of young men merely wanting to jam, foreplay goes a long way. Quickly, just pop it in and start working. Well, there is a difference there, you know? Whether he has expertise in that sector, but the girl is really glowing. She's on cloud 9. Number 9, when interacting with Papa and their bond, makes it clear to me their relationship and chemistry. They seem to be in a relationship where she's actually with someone who praises her musical life. That matters a lot in terms of training because he enjoys the same things that she does. She's on the punching bag, he's on the treadmill. And she's on the punching. A bag is something he does, and he did it before he met. Their lives are not in competition since she was doing it before she met him. Each other, in fact, their lives are complementarian. We know that. Pap is one of those people who support his wife and don't mind her being the center of attention. He did it throughout Rhee's whole career, keeping her in the background. He claims that while she was the center of attention, he was in the background handling the contracts, composing the raps, and such as Go Shine Babe. Shine is her. As he should. His backbone serves as her support and muscle. Claressa Shields is in the same situation. Oh, sweetie, you have to practice. I'll be right there with you. Since my life and yours are now in harmony, I want you to succeed, my wife. I'm going to train with you because your success is my success and your failure is my failure. Additionally, you have a trainer. But I'll train with you as your guy since your life now aligns with mine. And I'll be honest with you about that. You guys had best pay attention to what's happening because from what I've seen, Claressa isn't having a knockdown. Years ago, she began dating Papoose. She knocked the girl down during her initial altercation with Papoose. Many people were scared to fight because she was a large, enormous female who had previously been a fighting girl. Compared to this girl, she is not as strong or as threatened. She fights with someone else when she enters the room with Papoose. On her side, passion right now. It feels like my partner is observing me and supporting me. He's in there pushing her forward, saying, "Okay, honey, go get it." And I'm not going to lose in front of him. You understand what I mean when I say that. It's providing them with encouragement and support at the same time. It's time meaning it, and she can tell when he means it while they're together. Tell her that she is valuable and that she appreciates what Remy has taken for granted, and she is reaping the benefits of it, and she adores it. And she's already made it clear that she's quite thrilled. Look, I'm eager to have children following this most recent argument. She isn't keeping that, no. She isn't keeping it a secret. Isn't she aware that Remy is listening? Ain't she let me tell you anything? She doesn't have any thoughts regarding Remy. She thinks that Remy is incapable of stopping everything that's happening here, okay? She doesn't give a damn about Pap having nearly 20 years with Remy. That woman speaks candidly. About herself and Papoose, I'm going to keep it 100 with you now, literally in confidence. Papoose has been with Remy for 17 years, and I have no doubt that he still doesn't love her. Even if he would have preferred to return for the most part, he thinks still. Say that he thinks that even if he wanted to return to Remy, being the guy that he is, he feels unable to return to her. Because he is regarded by the public as a sincere and upright individual. And now, even though he is still married and is divorcing. As I say, they are done, even if he wanted to return. He truly thinks I'm going to say he's nuts, even if he wants to return, believes. Because you can always return no matter what others think. May always set things right if you so choose, despite the fact that you have the biblical rights of the gospel to go on due to adultery and infidelity. But he wants to return and give it another shot if he so chooses. He doesn't have to feel guilty about it or give a damn about what the world thinks. However, given that he is well known, he is respected by both men and women for being a man of character and principle. And ethics, he thinks. He must remain with Claressa Shields as well, since what was previously the crown Remy ought to be grateful that it's now on Claressa Shields' head. And you are the one who suited her, and you are the one who polished it. A head, thus she becomes your new prize, and you can't leave her. He thinks that because of this, he can't leave her. Of it, since you embody loyalty, and that's what you symbolize. Loyalty, and Claressa Shields keeps him accountable when she talks. And she was confident in it. You see, there's another aspect of women's power, that you need to understand the role that men play in society. facts keep someone to that viewpoint. You must be aware of his position. What I mean by that is that the majority of women always whine and moan. Allow me to provide some advice to you women. Power moves men and inspires them. This is how you persuade a man to move when you want something inspired by knowledge. Done both inside and outside the house, instead of bugging and griping, inform him that God has placed you in a position to be the provider and leader. Defender of this house, I do as you say, and finish his goal. The reason for this family to collaborate with you, therefore. Remind him of his status whenever you want him to perform something. Like that, then let him know what has to be done and go on. However, remind him of his familial identity. Even if he isn't working in it, the Bible says we may still be inspired in that way. Talk to him about things that don't exist as though they did. You do this even though he's telling him how wonderful he is, even if he isn't very fantastic without doing them. Remind him of his strength even when he lacks it. Remind him of his wisdom, even when it's not sensible because you're sacrificing. A light for him to pursue by pouring into his spirit. Things that show his vulnerability are that he is aware that he doesn't have to make him bring what you're saying to him to reality. That's how you give someone life. You don't talk about their shortcomings. You say these positive things because even if we look at our life, then we perceive it to be less than what we ought to be doing and what one ought to anticipate. God recognizes our goodness. We are like diamonds in the rough, even when our imperfections are evident to God. We were coated with mud and we were squeezed with various coals. All of those issues, all of that trash, and all of those previous mistakes. And God is refining you. And it's evident in those kinds of things. Things that teach you to be great. You learn how to be great. Claressa Shields and I are aware that Remy is observing. She is aware that Remy watches everything she does, but she doesn't care since she is happy. And keep in mind that she is fiercely competitive since she is a champion, and women are competing with one another. She doesn't mind. Letting everyone know, look, he's with me now. All right, and she claims he enjoys hammering this. She claims to have told Remy that she heard her say, yeah, and he loves hitting this. She claimed he doesn't like that he can't touch me when I'm training. She said that we had the physical attractiveness he desired, which bothered him. The time, all right. He wants it constantly while you two get it to snap back. It must be soaked in vinegar to shrink and tighten. He is taking down 30-year-old Claressa. Okay, you see, she trained and consumed the appropriate nutrients and herbs, and her pH changed, giving it a new scent. Her balance is as good as it should be, and she has the energy to go there. She said, hey, she's all natural. You're too plastic to even be near a space heater. Be honest, that's what it is. And you like it or not. You have plastic and you're a huge Marvel comic figure fan. It's not a natural snapback. You're cheating. It's plastic, of course. He has a natural snapback because it's made of plastic. Come on, what are we doing here? You understand what I mean? Hey, it is what it is, and she doesn't like it at all. See one? One thing that no one enjoys is parting ways with someone who is getting better, but they don't like that she wanted him. Wished for him to fail, saying things like, take this L, she laughed, but no. No, you take the L, he improved. In every manner I instructed him to. Let me explain. There was just one thing you had on this lady, and that was to listen to your makeup artist was the only thing you had on her. She also had one. I'm just being childish, but you all look the same without makeup. Her one flaw is that, for the most part, she never concealed her Serena Williams identity. You are aware that Venus and Serena Williams were, for the most part, really unattractive girls. Shield never truly concealed hers. Pap had that girl feeling quite happy. You can't tell her that she's not unattractive since she truly forgot that she was. Feels that she truly believes in Beyoncé. She truly thinks she is one of those females. You can't understand that? She doesn't think that at all. Therefore, you can't tell her she's a saint. Listen, you pour into someone's life, Pap, and that's what happens. Understand that he is highly intelligent and will inspire her to believe in herself when she used to believe she was unattractive. But now he has convinced her that you're not that fine, don't you, Claressa? You can't like who you're talking about. What are you not seeing? Please take a look at how adorable I am. Like, what the hell are you doing? Who the hell are you screwing? All you had on it was that. You had a superior makeup artist remove the makeup, and you all look like I'm not serious about identical twins. To maintain that little ponytail, you two use one whole jar of oil. You two need that fucking styling gel. Help. Keep those little hair particles in place. Hold them up, Gargan Mills. Damn you. Homer Simpsons. You guys need the jail kicks and the darn style to keep them up. Moving, she broke even now, and it was the one thing you had on her. She received a chilly makeup artist, eh? However, she has an advantage over you since she is more natural than you are. You were stuffed up, signed up, and drugged up. It's not playing any games. That's all I'm saying. Do you see? Dang, Remy, that's what I mean when I say that you match your match. You have a chick opposing you, who has more money than you. You are facing a female who believes she is more attractive than you, who believes she touched you. You're facing a girl who doesn't fear you. It's facing a female who challenges you. And she's letting you know that I have him now. He's in fine hands. But I wonder why so many guys are scared of change, right? Many guys fear that they will be betrayed by a female they are dating. Let me ask you all this. Let me pose this query to you all. Do you think I'm just putting this out there? I'm not claiming it's real. Do you think it's true because some women adore other women? Do you think Claressa Shields is credible? I like what they got. I like him. More given how much it annoys Remy. Do you believe that adds to the equation as well? Because I'm curious as to when this will all be resolved, when the divorce is complete and when he is with her. Do you think she will still have being over now might take away some of the things that you enjoy or do? Thrill from her because, as you probably already know, some women are really drawn to the notion that another woman would like their guy. Okay, let's not mince words when it comes to a lady you don't like. And I believe, occasionally, people think it improves the sex. Claressa. Shield thought, oh, I know this loathing Remy that I'm helping him understand what I mean. They added a bit extra since they knew that. So I wonder when she is aware that it is finished, I don't know if she will still be as passionate. So, simply dismissing that. I'm just putting that out there, guy. Having said that, I'm not sure what you guys think, but it's your lad, Battle Truth, and it's not my judgment. That's your question.